You're dressed in yellow.
I do love this sweater, and yellow is my favorite color.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it because you're a piss pig? Because you love a big hot jar of piss? My friend Raymond again. Hi, Raymond. He was engaged.
Loves piss.
He was he's just he's a good time gal in that way. And a man was doing sin in his butt, and he said, "Hey, can I piss in you?" And then Raymond was like, sure, yeah, whatever. And the guy said, "Now, just to warn you, I have been partying a little bit earlier, so I had some meth." And Raymond knew enough to be like, "Do not pee in my butt, because if you pee in my butt, I'm gonna get high on meth."
Yeah, I hate it here.
Can you imagine the first time you ever got high on meth?
That story just took something from me. Like, you just stole some of my innocence. Do you know that?
We're gonna edit that out.
That's crazy.
Listen,
I'm gonna throw up, and not even because it's gross, but because it's so sad.
meth pee is, you should not interact with meth pee if you can help it. Okay.
And for the record, there's nothing wrong with fetishes and peeing, and we will get back on track eventually. I would never be able to look at myself in the mirror after getting peed on again. Me personally.
I just imagine like going to a meeting, like a 12-step, and be like, "When's the first time you ever did meth?" I'm like, "Oh, brother, let me tell you, you smoked it, bitch."
I mean, like, I also just, my sexual tastes, to just want to be taken care of. I just want to be held tight. Hold me in your arms and caress me.
Yeah, don't pee meth into my butt.
No.
So, which brings us to our topic today: drag. Cross-dressing.
Right. Actually, it's pretty rough. They're kind of connected.
We're talking cross-dressing. We're talking. Oh my God. What are your thoughts on drag?
I mean, I love it. I think it's really fun.
Do you think we're all just born naked and the rest is, I made this up, drag?
That is actually a perfect logline. Like, whoever thought of that was genius.
It was me. Yeah. It was me.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I think we don't ever look that phrase up and who made that up, because it was me. You'll only find me. I'm just going to save you the trouble.
I love drag. I think it's really funny. I will say it has gotten really corporate with the advent and cultural phenomena that is RuPaul's Drag Race.
I was going to say the Boulay Brothers drag shirt.
Which I've watched, for the record, I've watched every American season of Drag Race twice.
You know what I should have said with the advent of the Chilean program, The Switch? Just Gia Gunn was on that one. They had to sing live. Awful.
No, but even pre-Drag Race, like and this isn't just me personally. If you look at the American Film Institute's list of like greatest comedies of all time, number one is Some Like It Hot. Number two is Tootsie. What do both of those have in common? Drag.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Just a
men dressing up as women.
Listen, men dressing up as dames is solid entertainment. You know what's funnier to me? Dames dressing up as men.
Yeah.
That to me, again, it's almost as funny as people puking. Is like Adie Bryant as Ted Cruz, and like Melissa McCarthy as Sean Spicer.
Love. Amazing.
It's just something about a dame dressing up as a big dumb man. I fucking love it. It really, truly is one of the most, it's just a sublime form of comedy.
What gets me is when the woman grabs their crotch.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, I have nothing but time for Melissa McCarthy as Sean Spicer.
Amazing.
Ditto Adie Bryant. Adie, love ya.
Do you watch Drag Race?
Here and there. I date myself. I saw the first season as it aired. I saw Bibi Zahara Benet.
Minneapolis Queen,
Minneapolis hometown hero. I saw her take the crown, over Nina Flowers, Denver's own Nina Flowers, I saw Angina reveal her HIV status.
Yeah, iconic.
Saw Jade Sotomayor, I'm tired of these snakes on this motherfucking plane. Akasha, the legendary Akasha. I mean...
You haven't even mentioned Tammy Brown.
Tammy Brown, she was next. Tammy Brown not lip-syncing. Icon.
Wild Michelle Williams of Destiny's Child was the judge.
There watching. That song by Michelle Williams, We Break the Dawn, fucking bop.
Yeah.
Okay. Victoria Porkchop Parker. I mean, we got Rebecca Glasscock.
You've literally, that's the entire cast.
That's the whole cast. That's the whole season. Yeah. Yeah, season one was it. I remember watching that as a queerling in college at that point. My roommate Jamal and I, he's not white. We We've got to write that script, by the way. Anyway, Jamal and I would watch season 1, and it was really, truly like, oh, this is just for us. All of you straight people can fuck off. This was on Logo TV. Nobody fucking knew what that was. And like, Logo also had Kate McKinnon on it before she was, like, there was something called the Big Gay Sketch Show. That was like Johnny McGovern, Kate McKinnon, Erin Foley, Nicole Paige. Oh my God, love her. Saw her at Akbar, actually. She did a set at Akbar.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, the same night that Bill Burr dropped in, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
We can definitely, some swings, some misses. But that was back in the day, you know what I mean? And saw season 2 as it aired, the drama of She Who Shall Not Be Named, Tyrus and Ches.
You just named her.
I just did, yeah. King Tyra or whatever. I don't even know what that individual wants to be referred to as these days, so we're just not. I mean,
I kind of can't remember. I remember Raven and Jujubee's lip sync, and that's about it, where they were crying.
Oh, that was an All Stars 1.
Oh, I don't remember season 2 at all.
What you're going to remember from season 2 is another Jujube moment of Jujube drunk as shit, lip syncing Black Velvet. And Black Velvet is, if I were a dame in the 80s with big naturals, Black Velvet would have been my song. Okay, I can see myself, the full nagel, like blown out hair, the nails.
Big Naturals is so disgusting. What a horrible thing to listen to.
That song gives me gender dysphoria in the best possible way. I don't know how else to say it. But yeah, so that was fun. And I mean, I still had most of my cartilage back then. Yeah. So I even would get tarted up every now and again for parties and such, and go walking down Annapolis's brick sidewalks in high heels. That was bad for your ankles, kids. Don't do it.
What season was the bitch I'm from Chicago? Was that season 2 or 3?
Season 2. That was Steve Summers Madison.
See, what I remember more about the earlier seasons, like seasons 1 through 4, is actually going to be in Untucked, because that was when they could get just blitz.
Oh, they got slizzard.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were the big moments. I mean, like I think by season 3, I'd moved to DC, and so I was like legal drinking age and could easily get into the clubs. And this is when I started seeing a lot of these queens in the wild, like saw Raja, the icon.
Right.
Amazing. And it was still, I don't know. I know what you mean, but it's like corporate now, and it's become, because it's such a cultural phenomenon, it's now kind of not ours anymore. Which is such a gross and weird, stupid gatekeepy thing to say.
Yeah, because on one hand, it's like, I've seen arguments where people are like, it's like, we're making it normal for straight people. And then the opposite hand is like, that's the goal, we've won. I think the truth of it is, as far as Drag Race is concerned, I've just watched 30 seasons of it, and I think I should just find a new show. I think there's a new generation of fans that don't have to be the 30 to 40-year-old gay men that lifted it up. It's like Days of Our Lives has been going on for 60 years. They've had 7 different sets of generations of fans. It's probably just time for us to find a new show.
I think so too. I mean, it's also a very different art form than when before my first overdose. It was a very different art form.
Even it used to be something queens did who weren't necessarily accepted into like the musical theater group, or they weren't gymnasts, or they weren't. Now people who want to go on Broadway, that's an actual avenue for them to take to get eyeballs on them.
Yeah, right. And which is RuPaul hates them.
Yeah,
those queens. RuPaul just will not countenance that sort of thing. As soon as she smells it, she's like, "Oh, you're out of here. There's blood in the water."
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I actually disagree.
No, Marsha, I'm sorry, my darling.
See, that's exactly who I was thinking.
Rosé, sorry, darling.
But Rosé made it to the finals.
She didn't win.
But that's still, she got a huge follower. Marsha got eliminated by Sasha Colby.
No, Anitra.
Was it Anitra?
It was Anitra. It was to Bitch Boss.
Oh,
Bitch
you're right.
You're right. Doja Cats.
Oh, that was a great lip sync, though.
I don't even mean to be a Drag Race knowledge storehouse.
No, that was impressive.
My memory just works that way.
Yeah.
I hate it sometimes.
Can you remember every single winner in order?
Oh, let's see here. Bibi Zahara Benet, Tyrus and Ches, Raja, Sharon Needles, Jinx Monsoon. After Jinx would have been Violet Bianca, then Violet, and then Bob. Sasha Velour, Aquaria, Evie Oddly, probably Jada, I think was after that. Jada. Ooh.
You love this queen.
Couldn't have been Sasha Colby. Oh, Willow Pill.
Nope.
Oh, not Willow Pills?
Right before Willow. One of the best entrance catchphrases of all time.
Okay, that was obviously Laganja Estranges, let's get sickening, and she didn't win. Okay.
Coconut oil on the legs. Fingernails.
Everybody has fingernails.
But not fingernail dresses.
Simone. Oh, Simone. The divine Simone. My
Yeah.
God, I love Simone.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, Simone. Willow Pills. And then after Willow Pills, it starts to get shaky. These newer queens.
Sasha Colby.
Oh, yeah, of course. Sasha Colby. And then we had Nymphia Wins. And then now we're back up to Mikey Meeks.
Anya Nerve.
Oh, fuck me. Anya Nerve. Also incredibly talented.
Super talented.
Like offensively, unbelievably talented.
Anya Nerve as Eddie Murphy was actually fucking,
really
it was chilling because I was like, oh, that's Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, and Anya also, from what I remember, had been working at like a fucking Shake Shack.
It was a pizza place.
Pizza was something like
She was a
working
cook.
fast casual, working line cook, not doing drags full time maybe, or like had really just discovered the skill set and just fucking knocked it. Like that type of talent is offensive because it's just like, what are we doing?
Yeah, effortless host, like
Incredible.
Did she win the SNL challenge? For some reason, that's what I'm remembering. But
That I can't remember, but yeah, Anya, and then we got Mikey Meeks, the lovely Mikey Meek.
Truth be said, we did endorse Darlene Mitchell.
We did. Fair is fair. Okay, we were paid by Darlene Mitchell for president.
Yeah,
I actually wish we were. Darlene, if you're out there, please send us money.
there's something really, and I think part of the problem with Drag Race, in my personal opinion, and again, I've watched every season. I am a fan of the show. I love kooky queens. I love weirdos. I love I don't necessarily want a queen that's fashion first.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I want.
Which is why I love Darlene Mitchell, because the fact that Michelle told her week after week, I hate your shoes, and she kept wearing those chunky ass ugly shoes. I'm like, that is the drag I love.
I can certainly appreciate the high fashion haute couture of it all, but I really do miss just mall drag, cross dresser, Nicole Paige Brooks from Atlanta, Georgia.
Ratty ass wigs.
Oh, bitch, season 2 when the reason any of you fucking twinks today think that you're about to go on Drag Race and do anything is because fucking old faggots like me saw season 2 and oh, I can buy a wig like that and get on the program and I could make it 3 episodes. Nene Coco showed up with an engineered wardrobe, and I've been compared to her, and it's a very unfair comparison to her. But a fashion twink Nene Coco, who fucking demolishes and puts that just wasn't around back when. Even Raja back in the day, Raja kind of is sort of the blueprint for fashion twinks. She should be if she isn't.
Raja is the top 3 fashion queen of all time. I don't even think what Raja pulled out in her All Stars All Winter season. There's a gold look.
The Golden Temple of Yangon, which I've seen in real life.
Yeah,
I'd just like to say
that look and Utica's sleeping bag look. Those are the 2 greatest looks on Drag Race ever.
Oh my God, this is what I when you say there should be a new fan base. Absolutely, we need to find a new program. Maybe it's Drag You. I have no idea. But I remember because way back when when the program was airing at the beginning, it still was not cool to be a crossdresser.
No.
You still were not.
No,
you were not feted. You were not. People were not oh, come be in our group and we want to take pictures with you. You were an eyebrowless goblin by day. You were. I had friends of mine in DC who did drag, and for the thankless living in Tatiana's shadow. Tatiana, shout out, miss your girl. It was you were not a celebrated presence except on that stage.
And even if you said you were on a show, they were like, "That's weird."
Yeah, it was such a different time. I remember I ages back when I hooked up with one of these friends who did cross-dressing for money, right? Hooked up with one such individual. That was oh, I don't want anybody to know, which is so fucking weird. I'm what in the internalized homophobia and misogyny is wrong with people? I don't want people to know that I hooked up with a very effeminate homosexual. Even that was probably 2011. Somehow I was oh, I can't let people know.
What's amazing about drag queens, even outside of just now not talking about RuPaul's Drag Race, but just talking about what they do for gay culture. If you go into a gay space, gay men can be so toxic towards one another. And drag queens, historically speaking, have always been the icebreakers in the room, where instead of like looking at someone from across the room, judging them or wondering whether or not like they find you attractive, a drag queen just shows up, takes all the attention, but then as a community, like we all laugh or we all are grossed out or like whatever it is, but they just
I see you've seen Tina Burner.
they make every space better. They really do.
I did see Tina Burner in Provincetown. Fabulous.
And she's been famous in the New York scene for years and years and years. Yeah.
So it's so strange because also as somebody who once was like, I love this show. I want as much of this show as possible. Give me more. I'm now to where I'm like, I think I'm good. I don't need to fix myself another plate. I'm fine.
Well, you know all the producing, you know all the beats now. That's the problem.
Yeah,
like
it is familiar in that way. So the thing, maybe it all started to turn with Sasha Velour.
She's one of my favorite queens that's ever been on that show.
Utterly, insanely good.
Yeah.
Like unbelievably good.
In her own lane, no one's even come close to doing what she does. Yeah.
I went and saw her in DC after she'd won. I think I've talked about this before on this program. Have I not?
I don't know.
Maybe. Strap in, kids. It's rerun.
I wasn't listening.
So I went and saw Sasha Velour. She was touring after her win in Washington, D.C. at Town Dance Boutique. And of course, everybody and their uncle was there to see Sasha. Very, very crowded. And I'm a petite little woman. Okay. I was smaller then. Okay. It was the Obama years. And I was in this crowd and there were these three darling lesbians by me, also of shorter stature, and three big gay giraffes in front of us, just like somebody planted a big faggoty fence in front of us. And as Sasha gets on stage, the crowd is just crushed in enough to make you feel concerned for your safety. And as the music's going, the girls are dancing, everybody's having a good time, but the guys are just looking over their shoulders like, ugh. And I see one of them texting, he holds up his phone to his friend. This was like flip phone still, so like the letters were big. Or maybe it's the advent of the smartphones, but I just remember seeing the text. He's like, I can't stand these girls, is what he texted to his friend. It's like, why would you hold that up knowing that, obviously he held it up because he hoped we'd see it.
Yep.
Sasha comes out on stage. One of the girls asked if we could all trade places, like the big giraffes would stand behind us, we'd stand in front. And he just went and just didn't acknowledge her after that.
Damn.
Like, oh, I hate this.
Yeah.
Sister, I gotta stop you. I hate this for everybody. Sasha comes out on stage. Everybody's wrapped at attention. It's a beautiful show. All of that. A lot of Kate Bush.
That's cool.
And I just had this weird moment where it's like, I hate these three faggots in front of me. Three so intensely. You three are here to see this man dressed up as a woman who is dressed up as what these three actually are in their daily waking lives. Yeah. And you are like celebrating the performer on the stage, and you were so shitty to these three, to the genuine article. Yeah. It made no sense to me. And ever since then, I've always been like, drag suddenly, and this is so unfair to people who do drag, I was like, is this woman face? Is this just like, again, super unfair to people who do it, and super unfair to the art form in general, but there's a certain segment of gay homosexuals who are shitty to women in that way.
Yeah.
And yet they love drag.
Totally.
And that to me is, I see those people more and more. As the show goes more mainstream, you see people who ordinarily should not be invited into the party.
I do hear what you're saying, though, because it's like on one hand, and just by the way, it was giving J.K. Rowling there for a little bit. It was giving major turf energy.
Hell yeah.
But
Joe, we love you.
it must be interesting, which is makes it all the more complicated. But I think of folks like Victoria Scone.
Love
the UK queen, the very first female to enter Drag Race, performing as a drag
AFAB
queen.
Drag queen, yeah. Pandora Knox, who won Germany.
I think of Gottmik. Yeah. You know, a trans man entering as a drag queen, you know, so it doesn't have to just be exclusively for gay men.
No, of course
Nor
not.
should it be.
Of course not.
Let's play like Mount Rushmore. Okay. So we're going to do, who are your 4 favorite Drag Race queens of all time?
Elisa Summers. Calorie Kardashian Williams.
Okay, so that was the very first episode of Drag Race I watched live, season 10 at Lush. It was a gay bar in Northeast Minneapolis, and Calorie Kardashian went home.
Are we talking winners or just Drag Race?
Let's just go Drag Race in general. They don't have to be winners.
Oh, got it. Okay. Bob Raja, still. Tatiana, hometown hero.
Sure.
Katya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good list.
For the mental illness.
That's
I
a really
identify
good
with
list.
her, yeah.
Let's see for me. Willow Pill.
Oh.
I loved what she did. I thought she incorporated a lot of mental health stuff into her drag and made it funny and campy, but it was still really smart. Honestly, I Bianca Del Rio.
I had just had some grapefruits from her garden.
Bob is up there.
I mean, there's just so fucking many.
There is.
I mean, you'll notice I'm wearing a Chi Chi DeVayne shirt right now. I think this is the
That is
only,
Chi Chi. I thought, oh yeah.
This is the only Drag Race merch I've ever owned, I think. Strangely enough.
Yeah. She was on Bob's season, right? Season 8 was my least favorite season of like the first, wave.
Lucas hates Bob the drag queen.
No, Bob would probably win all winners or like be up
Should
there.
win. I mean, Bob, yeah, what are we doing? Why isn't Bob on all winners?
Oh, you know who else I love? Alaska.
Oh, sure.
One of my favorite looks of all time is her garbage bag look.
Yeah. She's also kind of like the quintessential
Yeah.
a queen's queen.
And she was really the first student of Drag Race, where she came on the show having been like an obsessive fan, and she knew.
No, I'm sure you'll
references.
find that with Sasha Bell. So much. Maybe the best thing Drag Race has given us is just a lot of deep cut references.
I literally can't even place. I can't even place. What are the 3 best seasons of Drag Race, including All Stars?
Oh shit. All Stars 2, season 4, and then probably maybe Sasha Velour's season was really good. Season 9.
Season 9 was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It all runs together after a while.
Right. All Stars 2 is 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
All Winners, All Stars is number 2, and then the best is season 5, which is when Jinx won.
Yeah, that one had some real
Roxy, Alaska, Alyssa Edwards, and Coco Montrese's beef, which was
Yeah. I still don't understand what that was about.
the most memeable season.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, also a really great season. I just remember so much season 4. What I love about season 4 is just how it's flipped so completely, because the eventual winner of that season, it turns out, is
A monster.
just monstrous.
A literal terror.
And so you watch it over again and you start to think, like, what was fucking happening backstage?
But her and Fifi, that rivalry is really what got Drag Race, I think, onto the market.
No other season changes that much on a rewatch when you know what we know now.
Yes.
What would your drag name be?
I mean, I've said it before on this podcast.
Say it again.
Shigella Lawson, MD.
Yeah, that's divine. That's utterly lovely.
Otherwise, I could see myself doing something like if I'm 50, I'm going to fully lean into the mother thing, the mother role. So like Mother Goose, Mother Hen.
A lot of bonnets.
I would literally Kasha Davis, that aesthetic, 1,000%.
Love Kasha Davis.
Love
My God.
Kasha.
When I started wearing eyeliner as a 30-something.
Which admittedly is late in life to start eyeliner.
It is. I should have started 10 years ago. My mom, when she saw a picture of me with eyeliner, she goes, "Sweetheart, what happened to your pronouns? Are they staying the same?" She's like, "Are you a cross-dresser now?" I said, "No, mother. I'm just experimenting with gender. I'm just playing with all the crayons in the box."
Totally.
And that's, God, I love that. Just eyeliner was enough for my mother to be like, "Shit, now I got to learn new pronouns."
Have you seriously considered doing drag at any point in your life?
Like professionally?
Yeah. Or just it doesn't even have to be like in the vein of Drag Race, but I'm going to a gig and I will be paid for being a drag queen.
When I was younger, I'd wanted to, but I think I'm such a monkey see, monkey do kind of person where I see like on the television when something, it's so dumb. I don't know why my brain does this, but it really, truly, it's like I see characters on TV smoking. I need to have a thing in my hand like I'm smoking.
Yeah.
It really is that simple. And it makes me just like the dumbest thing on 2 legs. So I saw the cross-dressers on TV. I'm like, oh, I should do that.
You're
too.
also that's just being a performer though. I think, because I deal with that too, where I watch someone performing and I'm like, oh, I wish that were me right now. Or if they kill, I'm like, man, I like crave the energy of killing. Or if I watch something terrible, I'm like, ooh, I want to fix that.
Sure. Drag performance. Yeah. No, I mean, I've only gone to just like parties dressed up as a as a dame.
Yeah.
And that was it. And that was enough. It takes a toll on the body.
What is your drag name?
Jean-Benet Slamsy.
Hold on. You're not a blonde, though.
But a can.
We got a workshop test.
That meant Lemon. Another great queen.
Lemon is a great queen.
No, so I came up with that name. My sister was doing roller derby when she was in the Navy.
That's crazy.
Again, purpose built to be an incredible lesbian, just is not. And one of the names I came up with her for her roller derby name was Jean-Benet Slamsy. And a lot of the very, let's just say sort of, bra burning, militant feminist types on the team were not thrilled about my joke. And one of them,
Well, okay. Yeah.
so I said, okay, fine, Hannah, I'm not going to give you that name. I'm going to keep it for myself.
Yeah.
And then a friend of mine, for some reason, he got all dolled up for some show at grad school and he took my name. He stole it and he said, he did an Instagram post on the grid.
No way.
He said, let me introduce you to Jean-Benet Slamsy.
Did he actually do drag?
He must have. He just posted a picture of himself in full face and like hair. I was livid.
I would be pissed.
Yeah. So, I mean, in the other, like, if Jean-Benet Slamsy is taken, I'll just be Carol.
You know what my first introduction to drag really was?
Lindsey Graham.
Professional wrestling.
Oh, sure. Oh, God, they're forgetting you grew up you were raised as a dirtbag. Yeah, that guy who tried to grape me, he loves wrestling too. Got that too. Jesus Christ.
I swear to God, the only reason people like professional wrestling is just to watch people's entrance walks.
And that's why the only reason people like Erica Kirk.
Literally, though.
Yeah.
Literally.
She's doing drag these days. I hate it, but she's doing a form of drag. Like she's doing a camp performance.
The entrance walk of a professional wrestling match is the same as a lip sync. It just is.
It's nuts. My first exposure to drag would have been To Wong Fu. Thanks for everything, Julie Newmar.
Oh, perfect movie.
Yeah, it is actually excellent. And I was so young at the time that I didn't understand. Like, obviously, I saw the movies. I saw them putting on the makeup and everything.
Yeah.
But in my child brain, it's like, oh, they're women now.
Right.
And so at the very end, when they go to the pageant and Chi-Chi wins, my first question was like, what happens when they find out she's a man? Darling.
Even if you look at the 80s in general, like shoulder pads were in, which like that's not necessarily drag, but it's women playing around with their femininity and masculinity.
Yeah.
And I even think of Faye Dunaway as Joan Crawford and Mommy Dearest.
Yeah.
Like that's a drag performance.
Oh, see, this is what I fucking love of an AFAB queen. Like anytime a dame is going to get all dolled up and go full drag, I'm so there for like,
right.
Turn it up to 11. I want more. And like, I'm tired by men cross-dressing now. I want to see women on dressing, you know?
Well, and I think that's why we love Liza Minnelli so much.
Oh, sure.
Or Barbara Streisand or Madonna.
You were raised on a diet of wrestling.
I might be listening to Roman Reigns' theme song on Spotify right now. He just was named the world heavyweight champion on Sunday.
Oh my God. Did you ever think of doing drags?
No.
No.
I don't have the chutzpah. No.
Okay, who's your favorite non-drag race queens?
A New York queen named Pixie Aventura. Turns it out I try to see a Pixie show every single time I'm in New York.
I utterly love Coco Pero.
Coco Peru.
I got my tension tamer tea in the kitchen.
Who's the blue queen? She paints herself blue. And is it Juno?
Oh, Juno Birch.
Juno Birch. Yeah. Juno, she's cool. I've only ever seen her on Instagram, but she seems cool. Miss Mamshi. Genuinely.
Next name I was just going to say, holy shit.
Love the mall drag.
Holy moly. That performance we saw of her at the Comedy Store.
Oh, yeah.
Doing a Cola Scola monologue.
Lip sync, yeah.
Holy fucking shit. That was sublime. That was like, say what you will about, like a Nini Coco level, like shablamming and thought and bop and all over the place and like a really tight lip sync. It's excellent. Miss Ma'am, she doing a spoken word lip sync to a Cola Scola monologue at the Comedy Store for a group of not faggots.
Yeah.
I was transported out of my body.
So I like queens who think out of the box, who are going to do something like that rather than do the new BB Rexa mix. I just, not to give throw BB Rexa any strays, but
Cell phones.
Yeah.
Got that too. I'm sorry.
But that's what I'm talking about, because gay people used to be in charge of culture.
Yeah.
We used to be able to like tell people what to read, watch, listen to.
Interesting. Okay, so now we are just sidling up to the trough with everybody else.
It's
we're
just-
not spooning the slop, we're eating it.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that I think you've hit the nail on the head right here. That's, or at least maybe it's just, maybe back in the day it was easier to think like, oh, he's gay, he's gonna know the best place to go.
Right.
And now you could just look at someone like, he's gonna recommend Cheesecake Factory. Let's ask somebody else.
Okay, but don't hate on the Cheesecake Factory.
Listen, I've perused their wares from time to time. I went to a Cheesecake Factory in Salt Lake City. Okay, there were no survivors.
But sometimes when I go and see a movie at the Grove, which you know is often, I'd be lying if I said afterwards I didn't take home a little shrimp scampi.
Oh my god! Just I remember I'd gone and we had deep fried macaroni and cheese balls or something.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
See, I can't eat that. I would blow up.
That
You know I would.
that was a lot. That was an experience. That was at City Creek in Salt Lake City. Yeah. Anywho, yeah. So, who were the cultural arbiters of the cross-dressers that we know? Who's defining the culture? Who's the 10 under 10?
In terms of drag queens? Trixie is killing it. Mm-hmm. Trixie's kind of running shit as far as drag queens go. Trixie and Katya are on top. I don't know. Like Trixie is rivaling Rue.
The straights know her. Yeah.
It's very possible that like even people in their 20s know who Trixie is and don't know who Rue is. You know what that reminded me of? Maya on the page. I sounded like I was doing a Cher impression. It is possible that someone would know Trixie from YouTube and then go to Rue and be like, I have no idea who this person is.
It is. That is actually a thing. I mean, it's. I don't want to live in that world. I don't want to be a part of that world where you know Trixie from TikTok.
Who was the first drag queen you ever saw and knew was a drag queen?
Probably Varla Jean Merman.
Deep cut.
Yeah. Who's sublime.
Yeah.
Lovely singing voice. Has an utterly incredible performance in the film Girls Will Be Girls with Coco Pero. Run, don't walk to go see this movie. It's that good. Jack Plotnick as Evie Harris. Fabulous. I think that Varla Jean was probably the first one. I was like, oh, that's a man as a woman. And it's funny and it's a darling time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine was actually RuPaul.
Oh.
In the Brady Bunch movie, which is a satire of the Brady Bunch, RuPaul plays the guidance school counselor.
Of course, yeah.
And Jan comes to her. She's all distraught. Brute gives her a book, What to Expect When Expecting, or it was something about preventing teen pregnancy. Yeah. And then she goes, oh, and one other thing. You better work it. And then had this big ass smile. Oh, it was so good.
God. I think there's like the time has passed where I would want to throw on pads and a wig and go stunt on these hoes.
I also, what I will say is nothing is more fun than getting a group of faggots together and wearing wigs.
Oh, sure.
Love a wig. Love a pussycat wig.
I love a math teacher wig.
Love a math teacher wig. Love a wig where the hair is down to your ass. Like I love all of it.
Cannot be bothered with hair in my face. No. It needs to be a math teacher wig. I need to be able to eat in it. The fact that I know that about myself and I'm such a strong...
I need to be able to eat in it. Like you don't think women with long hair can eat.
It's not about the dames. It's about me getting snacks in my mouth.
Who would you do on Snatch Game?
Jackie Kennedy.
Yeah, that was an easy one.
Yeah. Who would you do?
RuPaul loves Murder, She Wrote.
Oh, sure.
And Murder, She Wrote is my favorite show of all time. Well, it rivals, it's Murder, She Wrote and Girls. I would want to be Jessica Fletcher, like a Jessica Fletcher, Angela Lansbury hybrid. Mm-hmm. And I would just want to do a bunch of references to the show.
Sure.
That only she would get. And it would be sort of like a little Edie thing with Jinx, you know, where the other girls have no idea what's going on, but Rue does.
I remember these enemies of mine, they went and did a Fire Island gaycation. They all did like a Snatch Game at the house.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm so glad I could not afford to go with you all that. I would have just doused the place in kerosene, lit a match, thrown it over my shoulder and left.
Yeah.
That would have been utterly harrowing.
There's a queen here in LA that does Erica Kirk. I'm like,
Yeah, that's
I wonder if they're told no.
yeah,
Like,
obviously. I think Trixie was the one who had an Anne Frank as her audition for Snatch Game, and the producer said, "You will not bring that costume to set." I do want to see an Erica Kirk on Snatch Game.
Well, did you see the recent controversy?
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
Wow, the good folks at WoW who are working hard every day to bring you quality programming are considering there's rumors they're going to cast a vocal Trump supporting drag queen.
That can't be true, though.
I mean, there's probably only 4 of them if you count Eureka O'Hara, and I'm just spreading rumors. I don't know about
Just
her.
let you know, the people we're shit talking will sue us. Like the bigger celebrities won't, but these girls will. Okay, because there's no one more petty than a gay man, and especially a gay man who is a cross-dresser.
A queen from the deep south, white queen, who was on Instagram Live or some bullshit like that, talking about how they voted for Trump for economic reasons. And it's just, I don't know how this room, where it got started, but all of a sudden everybody's like, if they cast a Trump voting queen, like an openly Trump supporting queen on Drag Race, like we have jumped the shark.
Yeah.
Everybody thought it was because we had the one straight queen, Maddie Morphosis. It was like, oh, no more, we can't have straight men.
And I don't even care. You can have a straight dude. I could care less. As
Also,
long
Maddie
as they're
Morphosis
cool.
is sublime.
So funny.
So good. But like that Southern fried catfish looking ass bitch from the South. No, absolutely. Jump the shark. This is, again, for a new fan base, maybe that's what they want. Not for this little lady, okay? Tucker Carlson regrets voting for Trump.
Oh my God. Trump and Snatch Game.
Oh, the Vivian.
The Vivian.
Amazing. Yeah.
And then Bag of Chips is a great Snatch performer too.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
She did Margaret Thatcher that same round. And then the next Snatch Game she did Kathy Bates from Misery.
Yeah, that was sublime.
And
also.
that was one of the best of all time.
I mean, just also famously a Brexit voter.
Ah. Really?
Yes.
Oh no. I just remember she hated her mom. Do you remember how uncomfortable that was? They were fighting the whole time, and then Michelle and Maura were like, there's something there.
Can we talk about Susie Toots and her mom? On
Yeah.
This? Oh. This is one thing I think that keeps the format fresh. They need to keep bringing in the trauma like that. They need to bring in estranged family members, okay?
Why did everyone hate Susie Toots last season? I shouldn't say everyone. Of course, not everyone did. But she got so much shit, and I was like, she's the most talented one here, probably after Anya.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess...
She was a little I almost said brain dead. She was a little clueless in her confessionals, or a little overconfident. That was a little off-putting, but ultimately I'm like, they're drag queens.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like the 1920s aesthetic myself.
Yeah.
Maybe the others just didn't see it for us.
But I think it's the young 20-somethings who are wanting like the Ava Max, yas girl, yas, like Xenon Z3
yeah.
outfits.
No, I can't pick out anymore who's going to snatch the trophies from the beginning. Not like you used to be able to. You saw Raja walk in that room, you're like, yeah, she's got it. That's
well, and she was kind of the first one too that had a previous, like she already had a resume. She had worked for Tyra and done all this stuff. We don't even have time.
that's the way to get into that, kids.
Yeah.
Did you ever want to be a model?
No, Jesus, no. I went on a date once with a guy, and in the middle of it, he was like, oh yeah, I was an Abercrombie and Fitch model. And I go, oh cool, how was that? And he goes, I'll show you. And he pulls out photos of him. And mind you, these photos were taken when he was a teenager. So they were like a decade old. I go,
no.
This fucking homo.
Oh my God.
Showing me shirtless pictures of him when he was like 17.
I was a great beauty in my youth.
Literally. Mind you, he was 26 or 27 at the time. I'm like, what are we doing?
Oh no. He pulled them out of his wallet. They just flipped out of wasn't even on his phone. They were all printed out.
Like it was the era of like and these are back, but like the long baggy jeans, and then his hands were in his pockets, and just fake tan, bleach blonde hair. Oh God. Couldn't get out of there fast enough.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm going to give you lip sync smackdown, okay?
Oh God.
Joella Okay, Joella dressed as a mattress, but you know there's a reveal.
One of my favorite looks of all time.
Seriously. Okay, mattress Joella.
That'd be a great drag name.
Mattress Joella versus Robbie Turner on roller skates,
Ooh,
not wearing a seatbelt.
that's crazy. What's our lawyer's name again? You said it last time. Is it Brandon or Ben?
Ben from Legal.
Ben from Legal is not going to.
Who are you betting on to win this lip sync?
Joella,
Really?
the Slasian diva of LA.
Oh my God.
Please.
Okay. All right.
Greatest lip syncer of all time on Drag Race.
Could be recency bias, but it's probably Juicy. I just like before Juicy, it was Anitra. Before Anitra, I think we can all agree it was Jujubee. Simone actually is, if we're talking like minus stunts, like not doing stunts and all, like can just emote the fuck out of us.
Yeah.
It's Simone.
My heart is saying Sasha Colby. I would never want to lip sync against her, obviously. Kennedy, like my brain says Kennedy Davenport.
Gosh,
like I'm not going near.
So fucking good.
Lucy is incredible. Georges is incredible. Neither one of them, Kennedy would win. Even now.
It's. I mean, again, I love a Simone style lip sync where it's all in the face and it's like you don't need a shablam and the stunts and all that. And Juicy is like Juicy and Anitra, that school of and Jax, like that school of lip syncing, fabulous to watch.
Yeah.
A Simone always takes it for me.
Right.
So.
Well, that was our Drag Race episode.
That was our Drag Race episode.
You know, we say we're done watching. I have a feeling we're probably going to end up watching.
We're going to watch when Elliot gets on.
Gigi.
There's a dead name Gigi, sorry.
How dare you? Also, that's confusing because Elliot with 2 T's.
We're going to watch Elliot with fewer T's. Elliot with less T. Am I right, ladies? Oh, this has been long. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed the show.